Tonight on DCS Addons Spotlight, we showcase the Vietnam classic with the Rockwell Bronco. We climb on board incredible Israeli F-16 SUFA. The Super Sea King returns, this time in 3 variants. And we get to meet the Swedish allies on the battlefield in the most outstanding pack. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti and welcome to the 7th episode for the Addons Spotlight Series, where we take a look at the most recent add-ons available for DCS World. If you find yourself checking the user section on the DCS page very often for unique mission files, skins, fixes and immersive add-ons, well, you'll be right at home here at How I Play. Of course, we won't manage to show all of them here on the channel, so if you know something that we missed, message us down below and we will take a look in a future episode. We are in full-time work for the channel and this wouldn't have been possible without your amazing support here on YouTube and Discord. So without further ado, let's start. First, we got the American twin turboprop light attack and observation aircraft, the Rockwell OV-10A Bronco. It was developed in the 1960s as a special aircraft for counterinsurgency combat, and one of its primary missions was as a forward air control aircraft. It could carry 1.5 tons of external munition and internal loads such as paratroopers or stretchers, and can loiter for 3 or more hours. The mod is shared with an entire EFM flight model, which makes the immersion even stronger. Collision and damage models are also included with realistic weapons. The cockpit has highly realistic and immersive textures and is partially clickable, which, as the author says, will make you experiment the Vietnam crisis from the inside. The author also mentioned that this is only the version 1 and more iterations will be available later with some improvements and additions for the future. It was received very well by our community and we personally had quite some fun with it in the Marianas Islands. Next, we need to mention the sneak peek by Echo 19 for the Spitfire. It is an audio expansion that they are working on, still early days, but looking forward hearing more about it in the future. Now moving on, the F16I SUFA is a modified variant of the F-16D Block 52 fighter and ground attack aircraft with the avionics and weapon system capability modified to meet the requirements of the Israeli Air Force. The current version, 2.2, includes the following items: a custom cockpit with backseat and multi-crew capability, a modified flight model getting as close as possible to the real-life F-16 SUFA, the Python, Delilah and Spice missiles, a modified heavyweight landing gear with improved brakes, proper in-cockpit synchronization between pilot and co-pilot or WISO, meaning that both can use their MFDs separately including their systems. The added conformal tanks that can be toggled on and off in the loadout section. Also included in the pack is the F-16D Block 50 and 52 without the spine. A few cautions: the mod does break integrity check, so a mod manager is advised to be used so you can change the mods on the fly. And if the installation isn't handled with care, well, you may cause some issues with a standalone F-16. Cannot confirm this as everything went fine for us, but be aware of it. In a quick break, our Sergeant Dev Rupesh pointed out a very useful keyboard by Overlord Bot with phraseology and recognized aircraft types. Thank you, Rupesh. Next up is the Super Sea King by 8-Ball. The author decided to release it as it is functional, even though it's neither as polished nor as complete as he originally intended. But in the words of Todd Howard from Bethesda Studio, it just works. So dear 8-Ball tried to do a low-profile release, and I'm really sorry about that, we couldn't miss the opportunity to showcase it. So his Sea King pack version 0.5 includes 3 variants, the Sikorsky SH-3A and SH-3H and the Westland Mk-48. The pack has also 2 static ones with folded rotors and tail to place them on the carrier deck. It seems that the author had some problems getting the liveries to work with the AI SH-3A or the static Westland variant, but since the initial release they managed to get a fix for the issue. Before we continue our program, it is my pleasure to announce our first sponsor for the channel. VR Rock have been kind enough to support our channel, offering something we deem right for our community: specialized prescription lenses for your VR headsets. Yes, you heard me right. It's a problem I encountered ever since I started using my VR headset. My friends who wear prescription glasses couldn't enjoy flying in DCS as my headset wouldn't safely fit without taking the glasses off. VR Rock will manufacture the lenses according to the prescription information you provide, fitting most VR headsets currently on the market, and will ship it worldwide with the benefits of a tax-free policy. If you use our Hip Games discount code, you will receive 5% on any order and support our channel in the process. Link is in the video description. With the upcoming Kola Peninsula map, there is a mod pack that triggered quite some impressions on the internet. And of course, we're talking about the Swedish military assets for DCS by Current Hill. Another example of, if they don't offer, I will make it myself. It's a big pack containing a multitude of units, may I say high-res units with textures that may cause some performance issues if used in large quantities. The author understands this and he is looking to correct it in the future. You will need about 11 GB of space for the entire content. The pack will be maintained and updated with new assets in the future as well. This is by far the most detailed pack I found until so far for DCS World. You have my congratulations for your work. The containing PDF file explains each unit being added in a very detailed way. Feel free to check it out, links are in the video description. Now, be advised, there are some known issues that require fixes, like the infantry movement animations, the infantry death animations that are not implemented yet, and as mentioned before, models have a high poly count and high resolution textures, and in this case, these are issues that could cause some loss of performance. There are also some duplicate models and textures between assets. And that's it for today. A big thank you for my HIP crew that supports the channel with news and content. Also a special thanks to the TGFB community with Tobias and Lancer for the opportunity to be part of their amazing DCS tourney last weekend. So stay tuned for further events being announced on our channel. Thank you all for watching. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use the thanks button that is recently implemented by YouTube, and remember to leave us a like if you find our video informative, and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.